Hey there, it's Melissa with Big Universe Music, and today we're back for a guitar lesson on Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. And we're gonna learn it on the Aeroband guitar. Grab your guitar and let's get started. I was really excited to be sent the Aeroband guitar because I have a lot of students and followers who struggle with being able to press down on the frets of the guitar due to mobility issues or maybe just their young age. Let's open this thing up because I'm pretty sure it does not have strings. Okay, super cool. It's boxed in 2 pieces. I've already been thinking about a lot of scenarios where this would be a great thing to have around. One of them already showing, which is that you can travel with it, throw it in a suitcase. And if you're a songwriter, wow, what a great tool to have. Let's put it together. It comes with a box of goodies. It looks like we have picks and a microphone and a cable for plugging it in. It looks like to put it together, I take off the pickup cover and drop the neck in, click it in, put the pickup cover on. Ooh, and then we turn it on. Sweet. This guitar has silicone strings that are kind of glued to the fretboard. At least it feels like they're glued to the fretboard. It's all a part of it. There's no action at all. You can see it's just one piece, string and fretboard. Never have to change your strings. There are some strings down here on the body, which is nice because it gives us this feeling like they're real strings under our fingers. You know I have to plug in the microphone and see how this sounds before we do Hallelujah. Whoa, okay, this is really cool. The sound quality is actually really good. And I can adjust the volume of the mic separately. Another use that would be great for this guitar, since it's completely wireless, is I have a wedding that I'm playing coming up soon and it's in the woods and there's no electricity. So I could see myself benefiting from using this guitar out in the woods. The mic works great. Something that I really love about this guitar, like I said, is that you just have to touch your fingers on the strings as if they're buttons. You don't really have to press down like we do on a real guitar. So you can get some practice in without having to put strain on your fingers. Actually, this is really timely for me because my left-hand fingers have been hurting from playing so much. So I am going to go ahead and show you how to play Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen while fingerpicking on the Aeroband guitar. And hopefully this gives you a good idea of what it sounds like. I'm gonna play it on the guitar sound setting because there are other settings for it, and I like the piano sound for this song. So let's get into it and see how it goes. If you want to follow along with a PDF, download in the description below. Let's begin by going over the chords that we use in the song Hallelujah. We'll use the C chord, the A minor chord, the F chord, the G chord, the E7 chord. I'm gonna fingerpick this song, and to do that, I'm going to count in what's called 6/8, which means I'll be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My thumb is going to be on one of the lower strings. Depending on which chord I'm on, it will either be 5 or 6. My pointer finger will rest on string 4 or string 3, again, depending on what chord we're on, and my middle finger will be on 3 or 2, my ring finger on 2 or 1. Here's a close-up of my right hand position on the C chord for how I would pick the beginning of Hallelujah. The song has 2 sections, a verse and a chorus. Our verse chord progression will be a little bit different than our chorus chord progression. Let's start with the verse. Starting with our C chord, I pluck string 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's a close-up of my right hand on that C chord. And we're only on that chord for 1 measure of 6/8, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before we change to A minor, my right hand will stay on the same strings. And then we'll go back to our C chord. And then back to our A minor chord. Here's how that sounds. it sounds with the singing. I've heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. Now we're off and running. We're gonna go to our F chord. It really is a lot easier to play on the Aeroband guitar than on a regular guitar. Great choice if you're suffering from pain in your fingers, from arthritis, or if your child is just starting to play. Give this a try. When we play our F chord, we're also on it for one measure of 6/8. My fingers have all shifted and I'm now on string 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we go to our G chord. For G chord, I'm finger picking that low 6th string with my thumb and then the upper 3 with my other fingers. Then back to C, and then G. From the F chord, it's you don't really care for music, do you? Here's what we've got so far for the verse. I've heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Moving on, we've got one measure of the C chord, for it goes like this. And here's where it changes a little bit. We'll do half a measure of F, that's 3 beats, the 4th, and then the other half of the measure, the G chord, 5th, now to A minor for the minor fall, and the F chord for the major lift, G chord for the baffled king, the baffled king come. Then we're gonna go to E7, composing hallelujah. And on that hallelujah, we stay on the A minor for 2 measures of 6/8. Hallelujah. And now we're at our chorus. We're gonna go to the F chord for 1 measure. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And then we'll go to our A minor for 1 measure. Hallelujah. Back to the F chord. Hallelujah. Then a full measure on C for full measure on G, then back to C. And with that, we've gotten all the way through the chord progression of the verse and the chorus. Now there is an intro to this song that just alternates between C and A minor. C, A minor, C, A minor. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna flip this to the piano setting because I think it's kind of a cool way if you're interested in having a piano sound in some of your recordings or in your practice. There it is. You can cheat a little bit and use the Aeroband guitar if you don't know how to play the piano. And when I play that, it's a little bit high, so I'm gonna use the capo setting up here to lower it to a little more pleasing lower tone. Nice. Let's see how it sounds on the piano setting. I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed learning Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. If you get a chance, definitely give the Aeroband guitar a try. Throw it into your suitcase for a trip so that you don't miss any practice. Have it around to take care of your hands and experiment with different instrument sounds on it. There's a few ways that I'm definitely going to continue using the Aeroband guitar, and I think the biggest one is how it has the different instrument sounds, and I can use that when I'm making demos or when I'm teaching lessons on instruments like the bass guitar. I don't own a bass guitar, but this has a bass guitar sound, and I think that I can show a couple tricks to some beginners with that setting. Have fun practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.